Hello and welcome to your What's After Mercury Retrograde pick a card reading. We're going to be using an oracle pull for each option, pile, stack, however you want to word it, from the Raise Your Vibration Oracle by Kyle Gray, illustrated by Ari Weisner. And we're going to be using the Tarot of Curious Creatures. So that's what we're using. Okay, Mercury retrograde's coming to an end officially, I believe, the 14th. So starting next week, Monday the 15th, we're not 100% done. We still got that shadow period to deal with, but things are going to start to be lifting. So Mercury retrograde has us revisiting things and, reassessing things, not to mention communication difficulties and confusion and basically a lack of clarity. So I am going to look at what is going to become clearer now that Mercury retrograde is ending. So that's what we're looking at here. I already got these in my hand. I did clear them, but I did not shuffle them. My small hands struggle with these big cards. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. My name is Melissa, and I like to do tarot readings on random topics, pick-a-cards, current events, stuff like that. And I also do witchy unboxing videos and Metaphysical Monday, where we talk about witchy stuff like crystals and manifestation, etc. All right, so if that's your vibe, you may want to subscribe. Starting off, okay, I'm hearing three piles. One, okay, split. Well, that was easy. All right. Two. Excuse me, please. All right. And, okay. Three. If you don't know what that sounds like, you're probably very young. All right. So we have 3 piles going. All right. So I will put timestamps in the first comment if you want to skip while I'm shuffling, or if you want to just take this time to take a few breaths and center yourself before you pick your pile. We would love that too. All right, one more shuffle. It's a fairly new deck, so they are kind of stiff and a little slippery. Looking at what is clearing up. When I'm shuffling, I'm visualizing like clouds of Mercury retrograde kind of dissolving and floating away to reveal some clarity or bring about clarity and clear skies. What is clearing up? One more. All right. Not my normal rule, but it did fall right there, so we are including it in that stack. Okay, I'm supposed to stop there. All right. There we are. All right, so let's get these organized for your viewing pleasure. I just realized I don't have a whole lot of time on my memory card. All right. Choose your stack. Stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. We're going to keep it simple. Here we are with stack number 1. All right, so we will do the oracle card to see the theme of the reading. Let your inner fire warm you, not burn you. Ooh, I like that. We'll stick that up there at the top. All right, so we're looking at something to do with your inner fire. We have the Fool card, so clarity on some new beginnings here. And then 2 cups. That is lovely. No pun intended. The cups symbolize emotion. We have the Four of Cups and the King of Cups. I feel like this is leaping into a new journey of kind of your self-reflection. Going back to the Oracle card here, your inner fire. And I feel like that has a lot to do with this Four of Cups here. Four of Cups is about, like kind of focusing on yourself. There's 3 cups, and in all of the decks, most of the decks traditionally, there is a subject in the card that is being offered something that they are basically declining. This is about, fours representing stability. This is about the resting period. This is about not taking action. This is about that stability and finding your own stability. And with the Oracle, I feel like this is saying that you are working on your own inner emotional state. And I feel like it leads you to a journey of being, this king energy is the master of those cups, that water, that flowy, emotional energy. This is about you, focusing on inward, in your inner fire, your inner emotions, how you feel about things, and really assessing that. And with Mercury retrograde ending, that's bringing in that clarity of how you can go forward with that. It is, I feel like, a new journey for you. This is something that you are learning to trust in yourself. The Fool talks about taking a leap of faith, trusting that when you start your path, that you will be on the correct path. This is very good energy. I feel like this is about tapping into your own inner awareness. And the Oracle is kind of like a warning to let it warm you, let it comfort you. This is a comforting inner work. This is not a deep dive into shadow work and digging up trauma, but this is more reflecting on how you want to feel going forward, right? In this leap of faith. I definitely see a journey here. There's like a little brief little story of embarking on a journey where you're trusting yourself, you're trusting your intuition. The cups also talk about intuition, your inner guidance, your inner workings, basically, that inner fire. So you're taking this leap of faith inward, where you're focusing on yourself and you're not allowing these external other people's feelings. Like you've carried enough emotional weight for those around you that now it's time to deal with your own inner workings and your own inner feelings, basically, and you're carrying the emotional weight for yourself. And kind of being more present for yourself. And then, so while you're working on that, it's kind of leading you toward this King of Cups energy. Now, this could be talking about a person. A lot of times the court cards are interpreted as people in your life. This would be kind of a masculine energy, mature, so possibly older than you or wiser, or somebody that you may admire or look up to who is in touch with their emotions. So this could be you kind of leaning on someone, but this could also kind of be showing us that is where you're going to end up. This is an embodiment of your own journey within yourself, kind of reaching this this peak, or this this status of within yourself. This, it's like an, I don't want to say like super cliche words, but like an ascending for you, like an inner ascension kind of for you. If you vibe with those kind of words, then take it how it resonates. I don't like to really try and use cliche new agey concepts, but like they're sometimes unavoidable. But yes, this could be an ascending type of journey for you coming in. So that's what I see here. Yeah, it's about you right now, or coming soon. It's time for you to focus on you and be in that place of presence. I would recommend mindfulness if I were doing this as a personal reading. This is a kind of a mindful being present card as well. So taking that inner journey. I'm actually surprised that the Hermit is not here, because this is kind of giving Hermit vibes if you ask me. So that's what I have for stack number 1. Let's move on to stack number 2. All right, so you chose stack number 2. Relationships are assignments. I don't particularly like that assessment. Well, I mean, I guess they kind of are. We have assignments within relationships, and we do have lessons that come forward from relationships. So in that sense, yes, I do agree with that. So we have the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. We've got a lot of fire energy out here. A lot of fire energy out here. Let's see. I'm getting a lot of, well, I'm definitely getting Leo vibes here. So if you're a Leo, you know, maybe this is why you were drawn to this particular reading, but I'm getting this like coming out of your shell energy. But yeah, I mean, even it's the King of Wands. I see why they put the lion there. That is some fire Leo energy, right there. But this is kind of like that coming out of battle, like just roaring to move on to the next step. Like you've overcome something. So perhaps Mercury retrograde was a little rough on you. But I feel like this is like almost like a coming out. However that resonates for you, that can resonate in many ways. But I feel like this is just, like you've been through it and now it's time to like, see, we have these seemingly opposing energies. This Three of Cups is about celebration and kind of collaborating, coming together, social stuff. But right next to this Ten of Wands, which usually carries that burden energy, I'm getting more along the lines of like, I'm ready to take this on energy, especially with all of the other fire out here. And this King of Wands is about, let's do this thing, right? The King of Wands is not afraid to get into the nitty gritty of the details, and getting very detailed. Like you're ready to dive into the detailed work that you're like you came out of something that was rough, and I feel like there's some like lessons learned with these two cards, and it's time to just move over into this like we're doing this thing kind of energy. I'm still like I'm still a little bit kind of have a little bit of hesitancy toward this card because of the common burden energy that comes associated with it. But I feel like this is saying you're ready to take on a different burden. My whole thing just moved. You're ready to take on a different burden. Like you came out of something over here that prepared you. Like this is that like I wasn't ready when I started, but I'm ready now. I went through this and now I've learned some things. I am that king. I am that boss energy, fire, ready to get stuff done. You're very motivated over here, but I feel like there is a social component to it. Here, hello, relationships are assignments. Well, shit. Relationships, Three of Cups, I'm getting chills now. Relationships, this Three of Cups, talking about social relationships, not necessarily romantic, but this social coming together, collaboration, celebration energy, is giving me that relationship, and then this is giving me that assignment here. So perhaps you've assigned yourself some relationship work that you are ready to dive into. So I don't know if you've been through, so if we're talking specifically about a romantic relationship as an example, and maybe some times have been rough recently or in the past, but you like in the recent past, you've learned some lessons, you've realized some things, and you were putting in the work to correct a situation. Right now, this could also be a person in your life. We had a king in the first stack as well. This king energy could represent you in the situation. It could represent the partner in this situation. And like you guys went through, like there was a rough patch, but lessons were learned, and now you're ready to kind of expand on that and go a little bit deeper into that. And I feel like almost like in going through the hard stuff, you've decided to assign yourself the task of going deeper, which is going to require a lot of work. It might not be easy work, but it's going to be beneficial in your social structures and how you interact socially, whether it is with that romantic partner as the example I started with, but this can also be other social, less familial. So we're not talking about your siblings, your parents, your children, your spouses or partners. We're talking more in a friend group setting, like maybe there were influences in a past relationship that kind of had your social circle struggling, or had you struggling within your social circle, and you've realized some things, and now you're ready to start a new journey on that. You're ready to kind of like, you've wrapped things up with this 10 energy. You wrapped things up, and you're ready to move on to, you've like assigned yourself the task of working on your social relationships. And I love that for you, because we all struggle. We need those social supports. You can't just have like your partner, say, and not have a social support system, because then when you have problems with your partner, yes, go to your partner, you need to discuss them, but you can't, I don't want to say like you can't tell your partner everything, because that's not necessarily true, but there are times where you need something besides your partner's input to help you kind of get a balanced view of what's going on. You kind of get locked in and stuck with your perspective and your partner's perspective, and it's important to have like an outside, maybe third party kind of external perception of what's going on, to kind of help give you a balanced understanding of what needs to be worked on. I feel like maybe you've assigned that to yourself to really kind of maybe lean more on your social circle to do that. But overall, I feel like you're coming out of some difficult stuff here. Some like you really fought it. Like you did the battle, you did the thing, and now it's time to move on to do this new thing where you get a little bit deeper into how you want relationships to look, and you're taking some time to honor your relationships as well, I feel. So that is what I have for pile number 2. Let's move on to pile number 3. All right, we have pile/stack number 3 here, which is probably going to be very short. It said stop there when I got 2 cards. I trust in my gift is our theme here. We have the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. That is very interesting, because I feel like there's been like an inner battle. And I feel like this is an advice to start trusting your gifts. Use this as an affirmation if this resonates. But yeah, we have fire and thoughts, and I feel like it's kind of like just the conflict. Like if there was one word for the 5 of Wands, it would be conflict, and if there was one word for the 2 of Swords, it would be indecision. So I feel like this thoughts with the air energy of the swords, there's been an inner battle. There's been an inner conflict of your thoughts. And what you should be focusing on more is your gut. I feel like this is like stuck in your head and not moving forward. I feel like there's been a stuck energy. So I really feel like going forward, what is becoming clear is how to move past that and how to trust in your gifts. Because I feel like this is saying, this card is pointing out these 2 cards, like this is what you've been doing, and this is what you should be doing, or what you could be doing. This is like your potential here. You have the potential to kind of win that battle. So what I see unfolding with the clarity, the clouds clearing from the Mercury retrograde, clouds clearing and giving us like a clear view of things, I feel like this is you realizing what the root of the conflict is that you've been dealing with in your head. those thoughts have been kind of festering is the word that just popped in. But I kind of feel like it's time to make a decision. If you're ready for something hard, you can stick around, but if you don't want to hear something hard, trigger warning, I guess. I'm really hearing shit or get off the pot. You need to trust that you're making the right decision here. I feel like there is a decision that you've been struggling with, or conflicting thoughts that have been a struggle, that the clarity is coming in for you to get off the pot. You know, it's the clarity is coming in for you to make whatever decision this indecision is coming from, that you've been like battling back and forth with. Now, I also numerologically, I think I said that right. The 5 is about changes, right? And the 2 is about like union or unity or coming together, or, you know, starting to see a plan that you can put into action. This is not an active phase. There's not anything that you need to do. Perhaps it's signaling that you've been doing too much and you need to change. 5 energy. There's going to be a shift in how you think about things and how you make decisions. And I feel like the key for that is going to be that you start trusting your gifts. You start trusting your intuition. You start trusting, feeling in for yourself what motivates you to make changes in your life. I feel like there's just a change that you've been avoiding, that the clarity is coming up regarding that change, regarding a change that you need to make a decision about. And I feel like the route that you will be seeing kind of come forward for you is trusting your gifts. Whatever your gifts may be. And that doesn't necessarily have to be intuitive gifts or intuition or trusting your gut. Like I said earlier, if that doesn't feel right, it could definitely be, you know, physical gifts. We have the physical energy, the fire energy for like activity, an active gift, something that you may do or creativity for the fire energy. There may be some creative gifts that you could lean into, or put some trust into following through on that. So I feel like there may have been a decision that you've been kind of conflicted about regarding something that you are gifted in doing, whether that is intuitively, mentally, physically, creatively. There is a gift that you have, that you will start seeing how it will help you in making changes and decisions going forward in your life. So that is what I have for your reading. Thank you so much if you have stuck around. I really appreciate you all. Like, all 1-2 of you that comment and all 20 of you that watch. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for watching these readings and allowing me to be in your energy for just a couple of minutes. Always remember that the magic you seek is within you. Have a blessed day.